What's up, boys and girls? It's Colonel Buckwheat here with the next installment of my weapon review series. Today we're going to take a look at the AEK-971. I was thrilled that some of you wanted me to review this weapon because this is my favorite gun in Battlefield 3. It was my go-to weapon if things got bad or if I just wanted to rack up some kills. Let's get started by taking a look at some of the real-life facts associated with this weapon. Alright, the AEK-971 is developed in Russia at the Degtyarev manufacturing plant. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Weighs about 3.3 kilograms or 7.3 pounds unloaded. It's produced in the 1980s. This weapon takes a 5.45 x 39mm Warsaw packed round, and it belongs to the assault rifle family. So how does the Battlefield 4 version of the AEK-971 stack up with the BF3 version? Well, I've got to tell you, I was very disappointed once I started getting a little time in with this gun. This gun was not the easiest weapon to control in Battlefield 3, but it seems even worse in Battlefield 4. Starting out with this weapon, I could not pick off any enemies and I was losing one-on-one battles. I was starting to worry. I'm like, oh no, what have they done with my baby? Then I started to unlock some attachments. Once I got the RDS sight and a foregrip, things started to settle down. Once I had most of the attachments unlocked, I was able to find a right setup to get me back to where I was in Battlefield 3. I've got to tell you that the attachments helped out this weapon probably more than any other weapon I've used so far in this game. If you start to use this weapon, don't get too frustrated, because it doesn't take very long to start unlocking some attachments. The AEK-971 has 3 different firing modes: fully automatic, burst, and semi-automatic. It has a rate of fire of 900 rounds per minute, making it the second most in Battlefield 4. This weapon can be unlocked at 28,000 assault rifle points. Obviously, a weapon with such high RPM should only be used in close quarters battles. I'd recommend this one if you're playing Locker or Metro or something like that. It should also work out pretty well in domination mode. Let's see how the AEK stacks up to the AK-12, the first assault rifle I reviewed. As you can see, both the AEK and the AK-12 have the same maximum and minimum damage. The big advantage for the AEK is the 900 RPM, which is a huge advantage over the 650 RPM that the AK-12 offers. The downside of having such a high rate of fire is the recoil. As you can see, the upwards recoil is higher on the AEK, but the real difference that you can see is the recoil to the right. The AEK has 4 times the recoil to the right that the AK-12 does. Also not pictured here, but I want to note that the AEK does take longer to load. Both weapons can be great under certain circumstances. You want to use the AEK in close quarter combat. The AK-12 is better suited for medium to long range engagements. Like most other assault rifles, there are 38 attachments for this weapon. Here's what my favorite setup looks like to try to control this beast. For the optics, I went with the Cobra RDS. You really don't want magnification on your scope with this weapon. I went with the laser sight to increase hipfire accuracy. I went with the muzzle brake to kind of control some of that recoil, as well as the folding grip, but the angled grip will work just as well. Well, that about wraps up my review on the AEK-971. I've got to say that my faith was a little shaken in the beginning, but after I unlocked some attachments for this weapon, I had a blast. I think I really enjoyed this gun just as much as I did in Battlefield 3, and in my opinion, no other weapon sounds as cool. If you haven't done so already, please check out some of my other weapon reviews. I'll leave a link to those in the description. Also, please leave a comment below to let me know which weapon I should review next. I'd like to stick with doing assault rifles and carbines for the time being. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like. Also, subscribe to my channel for great Battlefield 4 videos. I appreciate you watching this episode, and I'll see you next time.